Well, pardon the interruption, but we are just in time to tell you that Asia Foster and Ashley Weeks of the St. Michael's School ran 1-2 in that 800-meter event. Desha Brathwaite of Christchurch Foundation would have been third. The top three finishers, so 18 valuable points. Going to the cause of the St. Michael's School. There seems to be a little separation, and I just got the most recent points here. Top three, very interesting. Still quite close. Only a matter of 12 points separating third and first. So this is going to be keen competition. But on the way now is the under-17 boys. So let me just bring you up to date with who we have in this final for the under-17 boys. Record set by Gerard Mason of Harrison College back in 2011. In this one, we have Nathan McCarthy, Goddard McCarthy of Combermere, Samuel Hawkins, Queen's College, Miguel Nicholas of the Ellerslie School, Jaden Leacock, Combermere, Damon Dawson, Lodge School, Savion Hoyt of Lester Vaughan, Aquan Waith of Christchurch Foundation, Kimar Sherman of Christchurch Foundation as well, Jamie Lawson of Parkinson Memorial, Marquez of the St. Michael's School, Monte Strawn of and Rashawn Lane, also of St. Leonard's Boys. In fact, there's only one St. Leonard's Boys, so it can be also of St. Leonard's Boys. Rashawn Lane rounding out the field. In front though, is Samuel Hawkins. He is followed by Nicholas of the Ellerslie School. And third, Goddard McCarthy. That's how they go as they approach the 300-meter mark and now make their way down the backstretch. Samuel Hawkins, just ahead of Miguel Nicholas of the Ellerslie School. Here we go. 200 meters left in this under-17 boys 800-meter event. Samuel Hawkins being tracked closely by Miguel Nicholas. Samuel Hawkins pulling away. Does Nicholas have a kick? Doesn't seem that way, so it's going to be Samuel Hawkins. Samuel Hawkins is going to lengthen his lead here. In fact, Nicholas has had enough, and it seems as though Goddard McCarthy is going to get that second spot. Oh my goodness. Nathan Goddard McCarthy, he got the second spot, and Miguel Nicholas of the Ellerslie School came in there for third. So Queen's College taking some points away in that one. Samuel Hawkins came in with the second fastest time, but came out in first when it mattered most. So that's over, done, dusted. Now in the history books, we look ahead, we look ahead, we look ahead. The final. The under-20 girls now coming up. Doing pretty well for time here. 800 girls now coming onto the track. So I can let you know that the record is held by Sonia Gaskin of Parkinson Memorial, a time of 2 minutes 10.83 seconds. Record set back in 2012 on the 23rd of March. So vital points here. Let me just give you the top 5 among the girls and boys while they get themselves organized. In 5th position among the girls, Lester Vaughan School with 90 points in 4th at the moment, 138.5 points. Harrison College in 3rd. Springer Memorial, They're in third with 226 points. In second, the St. Michael School on 232 points. So that's just 6 points separating third and second. And then 6 points separate St. Michael, the St. Michael School, and Christchurch Foundation. Oh my goodness, it is going to be a fight to the finish. We've been saying that all day. So Springer in third at the moment, and second is the St. Michael School, 232. First is Christchurch Foundation School, 238. Springer in third, they have 226. Now, as we look at the young ladies on the track, we'll bring the boys rather, to you a little bit later on. Competitors in the 800 girls 800-meter run. Sharissa Moore of Harrison College. Chloe Lucas, Christchurch Foundation. The birthday girl, Rosette Hoyt, Christchurch Foundation as well. Mary Fraser, she's in there. Darrell Jordan Secondary School. Tricia Phillips of Springer Memorial. Cara Douglas of Harrison College in there as well. Shanita Broom of the Alexandra School, she's in there. Shade Carrington of Combermere. Annika Farmer, Coralton Parry. Tia Lewis of the Springer Memorial School is in there as well. Andika Hackett of Leicester Vaughan, and Renita Sandiford also of the Leicester Vaughan School. Rounding out the field, 12 competitors. This is going to be a vital one. Are we going to see them going hard? Sharissa Moore on the inside. Well, she's gone to the front very, very quickly. She's not mixing matters. She's not playing around. Sharissa Moore on the inside as they straighten up now to go down the back straight. On the inside, looks like Sharissa Moore. This is a decent pace here for these under 20 girls. Broom of the Alexandra School now takes to the front. Darrell Jordan's Mary Fraser in there as well. Rosette Hoyt and Chloe Lucas tracking closely. So as they approach the bell, Shanita Broom of the Alexandra School in the lead, followed closely by Mary Fraser and Sharissa Moore. Those are your top three. The foundation girls are in there. Fourth and fifth, Springer in sixth, Harrison College seventh, and Leicester Vaughan in eighth. Those are the ones to watch. The top five, though, the top tier there is closely bunched. This is going to be a fight to the finish. These girls want points. These girls want points. So let's see. Darrell Jordan's Mary Fraser now surges to the front. Shanita Broom is in second. Will Sharissa Moore come as well? Let's see if she does. Coming to the party, though, is Rosette Hoyt and Chloe Lucas. They know that Christchurch Foundation will need these points. The birthday girl, Rosette Hoyt, in second at the moment. She's trying to go with Mary Fraser. Will she be able to do so, though? Only remains to be seen. Let's see how they go as they come off the turn and head into the straight. Mary Fraser is being tracked by the Christchurch Foundation girls, but she is going to engage that kick now. Oh, Mary Fraser giving it all she's got. Mary Fraser creating some daylight between herself, crossing the line now. She is going to be first. Chloe Lucas followed by Rosette Hoyt. Sharissa Moore crossing in fourth. Shanita Broom fifth. Springer Memorial's Tricia Phillips is sixth. So Harrison College, 7th, and Leicester Vaughan, 8th. Those are the ones that are going to get the points. So important points for Christchurch Foundation. They will surge ahead for sure, because there was no presence of the St. Michael School in that one. Let's look at the boys' scores, though, as the young men get ready to make their way around the track twice. Let's see then. Let's look at the top 5. I can give you those. I have them in my hand. St. Leonard's boys. They're in 5th, 116 points. In 4th is Queen's College, 135. In 3rd, Christchurch Foundation, 175 points. Harrison College, 2nd at the moment, 186.5 points. And leading the boys, opening up a sizable lead now, this St. Michael's School, 215.5 points. I spent a little time over at Empire last night and had a talk with my good friend Bruce Cox, and he believes that at the end of today, the St. Michael's School will walk away with both boys and girls. I said to him, well, I'm sure about the boys, but we have to wait and see how it goes in the girls. It's so close. So close. Can't call it yet. It will come down to that final event. The final event of the day. So then, the record holders in this one, under 20 boys 800 meter run. The record held by Jonathan Jones, set back in 2016, a time of 1 minute 51 seconds flat. Jonathan Jones is in this one. His qualifying time, mind you, his qualifying time was the fastest, as you would expect. 1 minute 56.25 seconds. That's what he ran to qualify, and he is more than capable of breaking his own record here today. So we'll see how he goes. He had a 5,000 early in the day, but Jonathan Jones of Harrison College is in there. Tafari Bishop of Corajan Parry, Rio Williams of Harrison College as well. Brian Wood of the Lodge School is in there. Agape Foster, the Combermere School. Paul Lord of the Lodge School as well. Kisirian Adams of Combermere. Shane Thorne of Christchurch Foundation. Shem Boyce of the Allen School. Jade Yearwood of Frederick Smith Secondary. Kimar Jordan of Queen's College, and Aaron Granger of Christchurch Foundation. And right away, we see on the inside the athlete there from, well, the Lodge boys. In fact, the Lodge boys have gone out pretty hard. Lodge is leading at this point in time. Paul Lord and Brian Wood. Brian Wood being the shorter of the two. In fact, Brian Wood is in the lead right now. A closely bunched group there. If these college boys want to get in front, they're going to have to make their way to the front around the outside. So, as they approach the bell for the first time, it was the Lodge School. It is now Corajan Parry. Tafari Bishop. Jonathan Jones, though, is having none of it. He's gone to the front. Jonathan Jones followed by Tafari Bishop of Corajan Parry. The Lodge boys of Wood and Lord, they're in there. So let's see. Jonathan Jones lengthening his strides now to create some daylight between himself and the rest of the field. Tafari Bishop trying to go with him, unable to do so. The Lodge boys, the pace is quickened here significantly. Rio Williams as well looking to make a surge down to the front. But it's Jonathan Jones. They're not going to catch him. We've seen him in action here. Jonathan Jones is in a class by himself. Jonathan Jones coming off the turn, heading to the straightaway and looking to head home. Tafari Bishop on his heels. Tafari Bishop is going to surge at Jonathan Jones. Is he able? Is he able? Tafari Bishop. Tafari Bishop is digging deep. Tafari Bishop, is there going to be an upset? No! Jonathan Jones holds on from Tafari Bishop, and in third, I make it Agape Foster. But what a finish. Jonathan Jones has done a lot of work. Look at Jonathan Jones, but watch Tafari Bishop. Tafari Bishop, oh, this is a courageous run from him. Oh my goodness. Jonathan Jones just having enough to hold him off in the end. What an 800-meter run. Oh, oh, oh my, oh my, oh my. Tafari Bishop and Jonathan Jones. What a run. Well, it's all happening here at the National Stadium today. Oh my golly. Oh my goodness. We have the 400 meters to look forward to, the under 13 girls and under 15 boys. We have the 200 meters as well to look forward to, the finals, under 17 girls and boys, as well as the under 20 girls and boys. The pentathlon is still ahead. The girls will run in 800. The guys will have 1,000 meters to run. And then we have the 4x100s. And we close the day with the open girls and boys 4x400 meters. Oh my, oh my, oh my. A lull in the activity. I think I need to go and sip some Ensure. I'm gonna go do that. You can take a word from our sponsors, pay some bills. We do that from our end. I'll sip some Ensure and some water and come right back. The action is intense here. Be back with you in a moment.
When your kids fall, you're always there to pick them up. Sagicor wants to do the same for you. Introducing Life Protector, an invaluable policy that provides you with a lump sum payment should you be diagnosed with a critical illness. With added financial flexibility to keep your family's future bright, we'll provide a helping hand when you need it most. For more details, contact a Sagicor advisor today. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Hi, the biggest questions we'll get from our potential customers is, how do I get on your network?
Well, it's easy.
You just need two things, an Ozone SIM card
And an LTE Band 13 compatible device.
You're probably wondering, what is that and do I have one?
Well, you just need to visit our website for a list of compatible devices.
Or you can visit us in store. We'll have a wide range of LTE Band 13 compatible devices.
And just remember,
We're beyond the network.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union Crib Club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the Crib Club. You're young and you need to save money with the Crib Club. Savings have value and sustainability. So listen, children, show some discipline. It is beneficial for you when you save your city value.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union Crib Club. More than just money with the credit union Crib Club.
Yeah.
No No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.
Yes is a beautiful word. It empowers us. It brings satisfaction. And since you earn up to 3% cash back on everyday purchases with the Scotiabank Gold MasterCard, that's a lot of satisfaction.
Under 13 girls, they're already on the line. Let me very quickly give you some lane assignments. This is the finals. So let's take a peek then and see how things are going. So in lane 8, Tikara Brown Hall, Ali the Alexandra School. In lane 7, Sage Hunt, Christchurch Foundation. In lane 6, Jazara Holford. And in lane 5, Calicia Downs of Christchurch Foundation. Brianna Baird is in 4 for Springer Memorial. Sky Spencer Lane, St. Michael's School is in 3. Taisha Agard of the Alien School is in 2. And Deanna Lewis of the Alexander School is in lane 1. The fastest qualifiers here, Jazara Holford and Calicia Downs, the St. Michael's School and Christchurch Foundation respectively. The record held by Rosette Hoyt at the time of she was at the Springer Memorial School back in 2012. Time of 59.74 seconds. For the second time, the athletes have been asked to stand. Nervous moments these are for them. Very important points here. Alrighty then, looks like we've gotten everything ironed out. And we then press on ahead. Off and running. Let's see how they go. 400 meters for under 13 girls. Looking good on the outside there is Jazara Holford. Lane 7. In fact, that's lane 6 of the St. Michael's School. Also looking good is Calicia Downs. So as they approach 200 meters now, Jazara Holford by some distance leading these under 13 girls. Of course, St. Michael, they have a very strong under 13 team. What's happening here? As they turn and head for home, it's Jazara Holford. But there's a battle on for second and third. Spring Memorial is in here. Oh my goodness. This is Brianna Baird. Brianna Baird is coming through. She's coming through and coming through strong. Brianna Baird of Spring Memorial. She's going to cause an upset here. Brianna Baird. Oh my goodness. Spring Memorial coming out on top. Now, the coaches will probably consider that a gift, because Jazara Holford came in here with the fastest time, and we always say it, that it's all about on the day. Brianna Baird qualified for this, like an entire 2 seconds behind Jazara Holford. On the day is when it counts. Spring Memorial needed those 10 points. And oh Mike, look at it. Let's take a look at it. Sky Spencer Lane, she's out of it, really. Unfortunately. Brianna Baird surges to the front. Look at then Calicia Downs. I'm really lost for words here. Exciting stuff. Brianna Baird, Jazara Holford, Calicia Downs. Those are the top 3 finishers. Oh my goodness. Springer Memorial. Springer Memorial. What a run by her. The boys will have their turn now. Oh my goodness gracious me. Come on in, Perry. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. She willed her way. She willed her way. That finish line. She willed her way to the finish line.
That was a run of determination, Ian. Determination etched all over her face.
Wow, wow, wow. And we've been talking about Jazara Holford all season long. We talked about the trio that the St. Michael's School would have acquired in the under-13 division. We did not expect to see Brianna Baird coming out on top there. I did not expect it. I don't know about you, Perry. And I teach at Springer Memorial. I didn't expect it.
Honestly, I had her in the top 4. I had her 4th. I had her in the top 4.
You had her in the top 4?
Yes. I had her in the top 4.
When you look at the qualifying times.
Holford, her, and then
when you look at the qualifying times, she may have run about 4th indeed, right? But that's an entire 2 seconds behind. Anyway, I'm so caught up with that the boys are on the way. So let me just give you the line assignments quickly. King in 1, Edwards in 2, Duncan of Christchurch Foundation 1 to watch in 3, 4 Brown, 5 Pilgrim, 6 Aline, 7 Low, and in 8 is Husbands doing the early running. We look to the front of the race. The St. Leonard's boys, they're looking good. Or is that Coach and Parry? No, that's the St. Leonard's boys. They have 2 in here, Ishmael Aline and Kishmar Low.
We know Daniel Duncan normally kicks on about the 200-meter mark. I don't know how much legs he has because he was doing some brilliant long jumps over here. So we don't know if he has the legs to get there. But
so let's see as they turn to head for Daniel Duncan. His head is down and he's coming. He is going to come on the inside of the athlete there from, is that Ismail Aline of the St. Leonard's boys? It very well may be. But it's Daniel Duncan of Christchurch Foundation. Daniel Duncan pumping arms and legs, kicking. He's going for home. He's going for goal. Daniel Duncan crossing the line now from Aline of St. Leonard's boys. Who did you make for 3rd? Let's take a look at the replay if we have it available. I didn't see who got in there for the 3rd position, Barry.
I didn't see. Do you know Daniel Duncan is for cricket?
Oh,
he's an excellent cricketer.
Oh, is he? What does he do? Does he bowl? Does he bat?
He's an all-rounder.
He's an all-rounder. He's an advanced cricketer then. St. Michael's School got in there for the 3rd position. Pilgrim. These athletes have worked extremely hard. The young men, they're all over the track. Look at them.
They're spanked.
My goodness.
They're spanked. Totally spanked. And we still have that tussle up there at the top there for the.
Well, Perry, don't even look at those points. They have changed.
I know they would have.
They've changed.
I know they would have changed. but it's still going to be a tussle. I know they would have changed, but as expected and predicted, those top 3 schools were supposed to be going at it.
The announcer going to. Oh my God. Well, there's a chair is going to go up here because Springer Memorial is in 3rd at the moment. But I'm not sure the 400 meters have been scored.
They were factored in, yeah.
They are not scored. Not that many points between 1st and 3rd. That what he's reading is that's old news though. That's old news. Yeah, St. Michael was just ahead of Springer by 6. So they had, no, it was the other way around actually. St. Michael's were ahead of Springer, yes.
Oh, okay.
They were ahead of Springer by 6. I thought I said Springer was ahead of St. Michael. And St. Michael, the last I would have seen, let me check my phone here. Christchurch Foundation, now hearing the news. Yes. Actually, I was incorrect. In 3rd, Springer Memorial with 235, and St. Michael School 251. So that
16 points.
16 points. Then Christchurch Foundation was ahead. They had 258, 27 points. They're the defending champions.
It's going to go down as expected and down to the wire.
Down to the wire. It has to. He's saying it's going to go down to the 4x4s. It's going to go down to the 4x4s.
That's what I've been saying.
Because the boys are done now. And when we look forward to the under 15 girls, let me talk. No, she did not.
She did not win the 400. Stadium announcer's getting a little beside himself.
Jazara Holford did not win the
On the 13 girls,
400. That's incorrect.
That's that. So we can erase that from your memory. That did not happen.
Now, this race coming up, Perry, is going to be big. Very important race for Spring Memorial. And let me tell you why. In this race, coming up, you're on the 15 girls 400. Beyonce Waldron. She's been having an outstanding season.
Oh, yes. Wonderful for her.
Now, when you look at this, no Christchurch Foundation. So, in as much as they're leading now, the points can change because
no St. Michael's School.
No St. Michael's School either. And Spring Memorial has 2. Now, Beyonce Waldron has been having a brilliant season. And then to add to that, we have done it before and I can't do it again. Malia Edwards, she has won all of her events in terms of the hurdle events. She may very well factor here because what she has shown us is that she has some fortitude. She has some heart. She has fight. So look for a change in points. Look for a change in points when we come back to you again. Because when these 400-meter events are factored, Spring Memorial may very well move up.
I'm expecting them to move up based on what we're seeing here on our finish line sheets. Ian, I'm expecting to see them moving up. And like I said, I remember you and Mr. Michael rightly said it's going to come down. You mentioned Christchurch Foundation in St. Michael, and I threw Springer Memorial in the mix because I understood the whole dynamics of when you come to a finals. And if you can see what happened in the zone, it's not taken away from Samaya Dell and Sky Spencer Lane and Zazar Holford. They're exceptional athletes. But when you have so many events coming at you back to back without so much recovery time, it started to take a toll on you, and that's why they were looking so peaked as they were coming through the fours and stuff like that.
Well. No. Under 15 girls out, Perry. No Foundation, no St. Michael, 2 Springer.
So now there's a good chance for Springer to do a 1-2 punch here, get 18 points, surpass the St. Michael's School, and just knock on the door of Christchurch.
And what would happen then is that they would have acquired 28 points in the space of 2 races.
Correct.
Oh my God. So let's look at these lane assignments. Perry, is going to be exciting stuff here. Tiana Applewaite in lane 8, Queen's College. In lane 7, Malia Edwards, Springer Memorial. In lane 6, Danica Gittin, St. George Secondary School. In lane 5, Beyonce Waldron of Springer Memorial. In lane 4, Tiara Stewart, the Ellerslie School. In lane 3, Sade Worrell of the Alexandra School. In lane 2, Brianna Boyce of the Allen School. And in lane 1, that looks like Shania Gillard of Princess Margaret Secondary. Brianna Boyce is certainly one to watch.
Ian, sorry for that, but Gillard is not starting.
Oh, Gillard is not there.
No, she's not here.
Oh, my. How will it end here today, Perry?
What's the fastest time in here?
Beyonce Waldron.
Okay, so let's see.
Fastest times don't mean too much.
The record for 57.41.
You know that. The fastest time doesn't mean too much.
A thing on the day of the finals when you get on that line.
The finals, whoa.
So here they go.
Lord have mercy.
Just waiting on the gun. And they're gone.
Off and running. Let's see then how they go.
See Edwards going out pretty hard. The last there from the Ellerslie School. Tiara Stewart looking strong as well as they go up the backstretch. Applewhite on the outside. Beyonce now trying to make her move. The athlete from St. George Secondary as well getting into the mix as well. That Danica Gittins.
Oh, yes.
So 200 meters. It is now Ellerslie School. Stewart of Elderly School. Here comes Waldron from Springer Memorial. Edwards is fading a little as they come off. As they come off the band, everyone has to run at this young lady from Elderly School. Does Stewart have the finishing?
Let's see. Beyonce Waldron is finishing strong. Let's see.
No, she's not going to get there. She's not
going to get there.
So she's pulling up. She's limping across the line. So they get third place and 5th. So still points for them. Not the points that they would have wanted, but enough to get closer to their rivals at the top of the tables.
So Malia Edwards looks as though she's injured.
Yeah, she saw the tape on the back of her leg.
And she's limping off the track. Let's see the replay of that. Now the Ellerslie School, Tiara Stewart coming out on top, Alexandra.
She ran a very good race in the middle of the field, and she took it out and she threw it on the gauntlet and told them, if you want me, catch me if you can.
Yeah. I don't think Beyonce Waldron ran her best race there at all.
She didn't look too comfortable at all, you know? No. And at the end, she had a little limp coming across the lane and a little grimace on her face. So she's obviously in a little bit of discomfort.
Well, I can tell you now, she's going to factor in the 4x4. She's going to have to run a leg once she is able to.
This is going to be a big one here on the 15 boys.
Oh, let's look at those lane assignments then, Perry. In lane 8, under 13 boys, Aidan Auguste, the Allen School. In lane 7, Jamarco Gill of St. George Secondary. In lane 6, Trey Bedford, the Allen School. In lane 5, Kobe Hudson of Christchurch Foundation. In lane 4, Brandon Downs of the Alexandra School. In lane 3, Josiah Paris of the St. Michael School. In lane 2, Darian Nelson Turton of Princess Margaret Secondary. One to watch. In lane 1, Jacoby Bentham of Queen's College.
Of course, all eyes will be on the hot favorite in here. That will be Kobe Hudson.
Please don't count out Jamarco Gill. He has some quality about him. The record set by Gerard Mason of Harrison College back in 2009 is 49.95 seconds. Looking at this field, the qualifying times, nobody anywhere near that. Fastest qualifier being Kobe Hudson, time of 54.13 seconds, one of our outstanding athletes here. Of course, just to remind you of the list of athletes: Kyle Gill, Anthony Hoyt Small, Sky Spencer Lane, Shanice Hudson, Jonathan Jones, Tristan Gibbons, Sarah Bell, Layla Haynes, and Kobe Hudson. They're off and running, Perry.
Yes, and there they go. Good start there, Kobe Hudson. He's gone out hard, as expected from him in the 400 meters, and he's already made it to stagger on the guys on his right. And on his left, you see the athlete from the Alexandra School drafting behind him. Jamarco Gill holding his own at the 200-meter mark. Jamarco Gill and Kobe Hudson. Gill and Hudson, these are the two. Do you know that these two guys represented Barbados 2 years ago at the CUT? No. Now they come off the bend on the inside.
Look at the athlete from St. Michael's
School.
Josiah Paris.
Josiah Paris. But let's see, Kobe Hudson, can he go on? Gill there, Paris, Gill, Hudson, Paris and Hudson. Gill has given up. Paris and Hudson. Hudson crosses the line first. Gill is limping. Gill is limping. Oh my gosh. But you see the tape on it. I now see the tape on his knee. He is in a lot of pain on the ground. He really ran with a lot of heart though.
I'm not even sure if he got the third spot.
I think he did.
You should have seen on the outside there, Jacoby Bentham finished well, so we'll see. Let's take a look at the replay. We saw for a moment there Paris of St. Michael's School. We thought he was in the lead. Yeah, Kobe Hudson turned on the afterburners. And there we see in our shot, yes, he does cross the line third.
Gill crosses for third. But he was in a lot of pain. You saw him writhing in pain on the ground there, holding his left knee. So
it's all happening here.
Yeah, indication of things to come. It's going to be interesting to see these scores after these 400 meters.
Oh, yeah.
I am really looking forward to it. I love I love a competition where the scores are close, especially at the top, close, and it could go anyway. I hate a runaway sports, and I don't like a runaway sports at all.
So, as we now looking ahead to the 200 meters. The discus throw is in progress, and I see not Sierra Coward, that's Simone Carroll.
Simone Carroll is going to partner in this discus throw as well.
Yeah.
I still believe though, Ian, Simone Carroll is not competing at the level that she really should be at. Simone Carroll should be a lot better in terms of her performances over the years. She came into BSSAC doing exceptionally well in the throws, and she hasn't quite taken off. I know she's on the 20, and she's still not where she should be. So she's one of those athletes that Michael and I would have spoken about who happen to be underperforming. But it's not too late for her in terms of track and field and the field events, especially to get back up on top and really show the class that I know she has.
Well, I think we may very well be running ahead of schedule here, Perry. So it's a good time then to take a break and remind our viewers of those who would have made this broadcast possible. We have as our sponsors for the broadcast the Scotiabank, Sagicor, Flawless Gym, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union, Ozone Wireless, Pharmacy Sales Caribbean Inc., Brighton Stokes, and Infinity on the Beach. Also, just be reminded that you can have the opportunity to win a staycation. You can also win tickets to the West Indies versus Sri Lanka test match. And we just need you to send a short video of yourself. Say your name, say that you watch Sports.bb, and let us know why you like Sports.bb. And we want you to be active during the stream. So you can win with Sports.bb. We are going to take a break and come right back here at the National Stadium to have a look then at the under 17 girls and boys 200 meters, as well as the under 20 girls and boys. But we'll do that after a word from our sponsors.
When your kids fall, you're always there to pick them up. Sagicor wants to do the same for you. Introducing Life Protector, an invaluable policy that provides you with a lump sum payment should you be diagnosed with a critical illness. With added financial flexibility to keep your family's future bright, we'll provide a helping hand when you need it most. For more details, contact a Sagicor advisor today. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Hi, the biggest questions we'll get from our potential customers is, how do I get on your network?
Well, it's easy.
You just need two things: an Ozone SIM card
And an LTE Band 13 compatible device.
You're probably wondering, what is that and do I have one?
Well, you just need to visit our website for a list of compatible devices.
Or you can visit us in store. We'll have a wide range of LTE Band 13 compatible devices.
And just remember,
we're beyond the network.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the crib club. You're young and you need to save money. With the crib club, savings have value and sustainability. So listen, children, show some discipline. It is beneficial for you. When you save, you see the value.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club. More than just money with the credit union crib club.
Yeah!
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.
Yes is a beautiful word. It empowers us. It brings satisfaction. And since you earn up to 3% cash back on everyday purchases with the Scotiabank Gold MasterCard, that's a lot of satisfaction, a lot more often. Plus, you get a welcome bonus from the get-go. Scotiabank Gold MasterCard is the card that keeps on giving, so it's easier for you to create many more precious yes moments. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the crib club. You're young and you need to save money. With the crib club, savings have value and sustainability. So listen, children,
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.
We start with a yes, but when life takes unexpected turns, you can still say yes to more. The Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard gives you points with every purchase that you can use to travel anywhere. Fly on any airline, anywhere, anytime, with no blackout dates. Plus, with just 20,000 Scotia points, you can say yes to select destinations. With Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard credit card, it's easier to say yes to everything. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
When your kids fall, you're always there to pick them up. Sagicor wants to do the same for you. Introducing Life Protector, an invaluable policy that provides you with a lump sum payment should you be diagnosed with a critical illness. With added financial flexibility to keep your family's future bright, we'll provide a helping hand when you need it most. For more details, contact a Sagicor advisor today. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Hi, the biggest questions we'll get from our potential customers is, how do I get on your network?
Well, it's easy.
You just need two things, an Ozone SIM card
And an LTE Band 13 compatible device.
You're probably wondering, what is that and do I have one?
Well, you just need to visit our website for a list of compatible devices.
Or you can visit us in store. We'll have a wide range of LTE Band 13 compatible devices.
And just remember,
we're beyond the network.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.
You miss dinner? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
We start with a yes, but when life takes unexpected turns, you can still say yes to more. The Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard gives you points with every purchase that you can use to travel anywhere. Fly on any airline, anywhere, anytime, with no blackout dates. Plus, with just 20,000 Scotia points, you can say yes to select destinations. With Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard credit card, it's easier to say yes to everything. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
Hi, the biggest questions we'll get from our potential customers is, how do I get on your network?
Well, it's easy.
You just need two things: an Ozone SIM card
And an LTE band 13 compatible device.
You're probably wondering, what is that and do I have one?
Well, you just need to visit our website for a list of compatible devices.
Or you can visit us in store. We'll have a wide range of LTE band 13 compatible devices.
And just remember,
we're beyond the network.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the crib club. You're young and you need to save money. With the crib club, savings have value and sustainability. So listen, children, show some discipline. It is beneficial for you. When you save, you see the value.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club. More than just money with the credit union crib club.
Yeah.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.
Yes is a beautiful word. It empowers us. It brings satisfaction. And since you earn up to 3% cash back on everyday purchases with the Scotiabank Gold MasterCard, that's a lot of satisfaction, a lot more often. Plus, you get a welcome bonus from the get-go. Scotiabank Gold MasterCard is the card that keeps on giving, so it's easier for you to create many more precious yes moments. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
You miss dinner? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
When you need space to grow, there's nothing like the home you own. Let Scotiabank open the door for you with competitive rates and support every step of the way. Visit us today and discover what's possible.
Hi, the biggest questions we'll get from our potential customers is, how do I get on your network?
Well, it's easy.
You just need two things: an Ozone SIM card
And an LTE band 13 compatible device.
You're probably wondering, what is that and do I have one?
Well, you just need to visit our website for a list of compatible devices.
Or you can visit us in store. We'll have a wide range of LTE band 13 compatible devices.
And just remember,
we're beyond the network.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the crib club. You're young and you need to save money. With the crib club, savings have value and sustainability. So
You miss dinner? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
Hello. Leslie. Leslie. Can I borrow some minutes?
Sure. First person.
She's ready. Which camera picking me up? This on this junior boys shot put?
Yes, please.
Okay. You hearing that? Which side they're going? I could get first place. I could get first place person. Imani. Just one do a quick interview. I just and start yeah, but I ain't going to be over there. Just come around and pick me up. Oh.
Okay, now, buddy.
Are you good, sir? Yeah, I'm going one board about to get the information from me, right?
Yes, I had a right con, couldn't call you off, got to stay. You don't have the right one? I had the right red?
You ready? She ready? Yeah? Okay, so we are here with at the completion of the junior boys shot put. And I'm here with the eventual winner, young Imani Austin of the St. Leonard's boys. He will come first with a putt of 12.57 meters. So just to give you the full results, 8th place, Jacoby Fenty. 7th was Akani Belgrave Thomas. 6th was Joshua Haynes. 5th, Azarian Weeks. 4th, Kasim Connell. 2nd, Tyreek Bailey Edwards of the Alliance School. And 3rd, of course, would be Hakeem Sobers. But the eventual winner, Imani Austin of St. Leonard's boys, 12.57. Imani, how was it today for you?
It was good, but still disappointed because I didn't hit the mark that I wanted to hit.
What mark were you looking at hitting today?
I was looking on breaking the record and hitting 13.
The record you're talking about, that 14 point for the BSAC record? Okay, that's a big throw. What is your personal best?
Right now, the 12.57.
Okay, so you felt that you could have gone up in that 14 point there. Okay, so you still are a junior. So you're still 14, going 15. You have a long way to go. What can we expect from you in the future in terms of throws?
I'm going to keep on training and stay with my track club, so I'll get better.
Okay, so what other throwing events did you participate in today?
The javelin and the junior boys discus.
And you placed?
2nd in the discus and 3rd in javelin.
Okay, so you've been having a good BSAC. Congratulations. And we expect to see more from you as BSAC rolls on in 2019 and beyond.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Right, there you have it. The eventual winner, St. Leonard's boys, Imani Austin, 12.57 meters. We're going to try to cover the results for the just started discus. So we're going to get back to you when we get to over the discus so we can cover that discus event as well.
Thank you very much, Perry. We just saw the under 17 girls 200 meters final. Linani Haddock coming out on top. Fagan from Dylan Griffith Secondary in there as well. Queen's College and Spring Memorial also in the mix. St. Michael's School not factoring in that one. The record held by Tristan Evelyn, formerly of Springer, 23.13 seconds. Record set back in 2014. The under-17 boys already out. So, the points very close. Really going to be a fight to the finish here. Every single one of these points is extremely important. The Spring Memorial team suffering a loss. 2 athletes at least. Malia Edwards and Tiance Waldron both injured. But the under-17 boys, they're on the line now. And this is a clash that we've been waiting to see, really. Fastest qualifier coming into this one. And this final is John Pierre Hines of Christchurch Foundation. Actually, no. I stand corrected. The fastest qualifier actually is Ori Edwards of the Ellerslie Secondary School. So we'll see how he goes. Around the turn and down the straight. The athlete's already on the line. The record held by Dario Allen of Leicester-Vaughan, 21.13 seconds, set back in 2004. In lane 1, we have Jeffrey Mapp II of Graydon Sealy. In lane 2, Terrico Bruce of Princess Margaret Secondary School. Lane 3, Mikhail Caravallo of the Combermere School. In lane 4, Ori Edwards, the Ellerslie School, the fastest qualifier into this one. In lane 5, Jean-Pierre Hines of Christchurch Foundation, second fastest qualifier, time of 22.73. Darian Clark, the St. Michael's School, certainly the one to watch in this. He's in lane 6, running a time of 23.08 seconds. In lane 7 is Akil Howell of the Allen School, 23.12 seconds. And in lane 8, Daquan Clark of the Ellerslie School rounds out the field. The finals of the under-17 boys 200 meters. Athletes on the line and await the instructions from the starter. So this one will soon get on its way. Receiving the instructions now, and they're going to settle in their blocks before this one gets underway. So some discus action on in terms of the field. Decent crowd on hand here. Lots of people standing on the rails. Of course, we've had to restrict a particular area. So that persons don't wander onto the track. A similar thing has been implemented on the other side, far side over from us, so that the spectators, most of whom are students, so they're on the starters' orders now. Mapp, Bruce, Caravallo, Edwards, Hines, Clark, Howell, and Clark. Well, we're seeing something in the distance. What happened there? Not too sure. Was it a case of a repeat of what happened yesterday when the gun clicked but no sound was made? The starters, they're having a meeting here now. Starter and the starter's assistants. Recall starters also involved in the mix. Are we seeing a card? Well, let's see. In our shot. And that Mikel Carvalho committing a false start, disqualified. Mikel Carvalho had the third fastest time. So, Combamere will not factor in this one. Mikel Carvalho, who is scheduled to run out of lane 3, has been disqualified. So that then leaves Jeffrey Mapp the second in 1, Terrico Bruce in 2, Edwards in 4, Jean-Pierre Hines in 5, Darian Clark in 6, Akil Howell in 7, and Daquan Clark of the Ellerslie School in 8. Let's see how they go. Under 17 boys. A nice clean start this time around, and looking at Akil Howell. Akil Howell looks good, but watch Darian Clark in lane 6. Darian Clark is there, but here comes Jean-Pierre Hines. Let's see how this one plays out. Darian Clark is out in front. Oh my goodness. Jean-Pierre Hines is going to come second. It's Darian Clark. Darian Clark. The winner of the under 17 boys 200 meter. But it seems as though Darian Clark may have injured himself. Jean-Pierre Hines, let's take a look at it again. A nice start. The Aline lad, Akil Howell, got a really good start. Darian Clark, though, made up the stagger. And coming off the turn, also in the mix is Jean-Pierre Hines of Christchurch Foundation. Darian Clark, though, maintaining his form all the way through the finish. Jean-Pierre Hines fighting a little. Clark crossing the line first, Hines second, and Edwards of the Ellerslie School in there for third. Oh my, oh my. So they're talking about the points now in the girls. The girls, the under 20. Under 20 girls, 200 meters there on the line. Yeah. Of course, this series of 200 meter runs sponsored by Sol Barbados Limited. The meet, though, overall this year sponsored by Powerade. Sol coming in, and they sponsored the Esther Maynard zone. So the lane assignments then for the under 20 girls. This is the final. Record set by Shade Williams of Harrison College, 22.61 seconds. Record set back in 2016. In lane 1, Jael Williams of Christchurch Foundation. Lane 2, Giovanna Gustav of Darrell Jordan Secondary. Lane 3, Shemaya O'Dane of the Alling School. In lane 4 is Ashley Lowe of the St. Michael's School. In lane 5, from Christchurch Foundation, Hannah Connell. She is going to be looking to win this one. In lane 6 is Tamika Innes of the St. Michael's School. In lane 7 is Sierra Coward of Springer Memorial. And rounding out the field among the girls is Janaya Drakes of Harrison College. So we look to the middle of the track to see where most of the running is expected to be done. Ashley Lowe, St. Michael's School. Hannah Connell, Christchurch Foundation. Of course, all the athletes will get points. All the schools will get points. It's just a matter of how those points are shared. Hannah Connell out of the blocks like a shot from a gun, but on her heels is Ashley Lowe of the St. Michael's School. Lowe is ahead of Connell. Ashley Lowe is taking control of this one. Ashley Lowe from Connell. Is Connell going to run back at her? Ashley Lowe making some daylight between herself and Hannah Connell. Ashley Lowe crossing the line now from Hannah Connell, and I don't know who's going to get that third spot. Maybe it's going to be Gustav of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School. Let's take a look at that replay. But Hannah Connell came off the turn. She got a really good start, did Hannah Connell. Look at her. She's made up the stack on the rest of the field. Hannah Connell coming off the turn. But Ashley Lowe, look at Ashley Lowe and how she ran that curve. Straightened up for home. It was all Ashley Lowe. Ashley Lowe creating some daylight here between herself and Hannah Connell. And she has gotten some revenge. Because if you remember, in the 100-meter event, Hannah Connell came out on top. But this time around, Ashley Lowe of the St. Michael's School, she came in with the fastest time. And she also ended with the fastest time. Now this is a big race coming up here. This is a big race here. 4 of these young men in this under 20 boys 200 meter, 4 of them have run times sub 22. The fastest time coming in here was run by Matthew Clark of the St. Michael's School. He ran 21.65. No. No, this record is held by is held by Nicholas Deschamps, 20.80. Nicholas Deschamps, formerly of the Ellerslie School. This is the final race in this series of 200-meter events, sponsored by Saul. Oh. And there's been no shortage of gas. We are going to see a big race in just a matter of minutes. A really big race. Under 20 boys, 200 meters. Oh my goodness. It's been a tough 2 days of competitions. A number of the athletes ending up with injuries. So we just saw Matthew Clark, not Matthew Clark, but Darian Clark actually. hamstring injury. Pulled up at the end there, but he did what was necessary. He got the victory, 10 points for his team. We'll have a bit of action for you after these 200 meters. We'll go over then to the, it looks to me like the shot put area or maybe the high jump area. Two competitors over there. I see Les Devon, I see Spring Memorial. So, it's all about the points here. So, the big one, the big boys. A record of 20.80 seconds, held by Nicholas De Jong, set back in 2011. The 18th day of March it was. Lane 1, I.O. Toppin, Combermere School. In lane 2, FMR Jones of Corazon Parry. In lane 3, Jamil Miller of Christchurch Foundation. In lane 4, Matthew Clark of the St. Michael's School. In lane 5, Josiah Atkins of Christchurch Foundation. In lane 6, Anthony Hoyt Small of the St. Michael's School. Jamal Burke is in 7, Queen's College. And in lane 8, Shaquan Glasgow of the Allen School. On the starters' orders. So they're just going to settle in their blocks. What am I seeing there? All the competitors are there. This is going to be a big one. Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your weave. Hold on to something, please. This is not going to be easy. Off and running. There they go. And look at Anthony Hoyt Small leave the blocks. Oh, he's gone. Anthony Hoyt Small is gone. But coming for him is Josiah Atkins. Josiah Atkins on the inside. In the middle of the track is Matthew Clark and Atkins. Matthew Clark and Atkins. Matthew Clark and Atkins. It's a fight to the finish. Atkins gonna win it. Oh my goodness. Josiah Atkins of Christchurch Foundation. Let's look at that replay. Oh my goodness, Anthony Hoyt Small got a really good start. But Josiah Atkins of Foundation, he ran it hard, ran the curve extremely hard as they straightened up and headed for home. A slight lead by Josiah. Matthew Clark was pushing and pushing hard, but he didn't have enough. Anthony Hoyt Small having to settle for third there. So Josiah Atkins of Christchurch Foundation winning ahead of Matthew Clark. And third going to Anthony Hoyt Small. The time 21.62. So we're gonna go over to the field event area. What we have over there, is it high jump? Is it discus? What are we doing? Is it shot put? What do we have over there? Is Perry over there? Oh, Jared.
The news here from the field is that at the end of the under 20 girls discus throws, after 6 attempts, we're now level from Aline. She had 28.31. She finished third with that distance. And coming in second was Kenya Aline from St. Michael's School, 32.80. And winning the under 20 girls discus at the end of the 6 attempts, Roland Curtin Brown from Leicester Vaughan. She finished first with a throw of 33.32. And as you can see, the high jump is going on currently, and we will have the information for you shortly. And I see Darian Clark coming to join me. Darian, congratulations. How did you feel after the race?
As you saw, I strained my hamstring, but I'm feeling better. Don't think it's a major problem.
What do you think helped you to push after you pulled your hamstring? What do you think helped you to get over the line?
Just the adrenaline from the atmosphere, and like any other athlete, I don't like losing races, so I had to push you to the end.
At the start, did you think that you had a good start, or would you like better?
I've had better starts before, but I can't complain. I won the race, so can't complain.
What was the preparation like coming into the race?
Mentally and physically, I was tired, but I just had to tell myself I got to come here and get these 10 points, so I could secure championship for SMS, the boys. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Darian, and congrats once again.
I would like to thank our sponsor, Ensure, for providing us with the adequate equipment for the 4 competition days.
All right, thanks again, Darian. And Leilani now will join me. Leilani Haddock, congratulations to you. What do you think about the race?
Well, I got a bit tired at the ending, like coming on to the last 40 meters, but I think it was a good race because I had someone to push me, and I executed the race well, so I think it was a good race.
What would your coach have told you coming into the race?
My coach always tell me go out there, do my best, and enjoy myself.
What do you think helped push you in that race?
Well, with my competitor, Rakela Fagan, I say she's the body that pushed me because she beat me in the one, and I said I have to win too.
So are you ready for next year? What are preparations going to be like for next year?
Well, I'm not sure, but I will train to the best of my ability and hopefully come out victorious.
Well, thank you for your interview and good luck next year.
Thank you.
So we're going to go back to you, Ian.
Two field eventers.
Thank you very much. A little lull in the activity. Had a good conversation with Leilani Haddock. But on track, we have the outdoor pentathlon still being contested. So I think this is the final event. Should be the final event for the girls, 800-meter run. Then the boys have a 1,000-meter run. The outdoor pentathlon. Perry's on the ground though. So while we have some time, we'll go over to Perry. He has 2 athletes with him. Looks like 2 throwers. So Perry, it's over to you, buddy.
So I'm here with the winners of the under 17 discus and shot put respectively. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Alex Duguid Green from Gordon City Secondary.
Kevin Hung from Queens College.
Okay, so discus over here, shot put over here. Your winning throw?
36.75.
36.75. Is that your personal best?
Yes, it is.
So we expect you to keep going forward from here.
Yes.
What was your preparation like leading up to BSSAC? You know, I saw you in the zone, etc. Is this a better performance in terms of your overall feeling and the way you threw today, technique, etc.?
It's a way better performance from the zone because it wasn't as ready, as prepared as it was in the final. And I trained very long for this, and it's good to see that's paying off.
Okay, so talk us through your training after the zone. You didn't do so well in the zone in terms of your distances. Normally, a young athlete would have gotten a little frustrated, a little lackadaisical, etc. Talk us through what mental preparation you went through, who helped you to get yourself prepared, whether it's coach, family members, etc.
It was my coach. I went back to the drawing board, see what I had to do, see the changes I had to make, and everything went to plan.
Right. So you train with, who's your coach?
Kimar Edgel from the BC track.
Okay, so Kimar hold the Edgel. We would have seen his input as well in the Providence Secondary School. So, and over here we have the shot putter on the 17 boys champion for 2018. What was your winning distance?
13.38.
13.38. Is that your personal best as well?
No, I threw my personal best in the zone. 13.77.
Oh, so you were looking to go at 14.
Yeah, but I must say it didn't go as planned. I felt like I was rushing a little bit. But after all, I just give thanks for my gold.
Okay, so in terms of coming into this event in the finals, were you a little overconfident? Do you say you were probably a little overconfident, or you still had the same mental determination that you had when you went into the zone meet?
I must say I was at first a bit frightened, not overconfident, as my teammate was actually throwing further than me at that point, but he didn't have his best day, so I felt a bit confident as I saw, although he was my teammate, he was trying his best, and I felt that I can outdo him today, and it turned out pretty good.
So this is your second year as on the 17?
First year.
And your first year as well?
Second year.
Second year. So you're moving up with the big boys from next year. Do you think you're going to be ready for that grind next year?
Yes, it will be.
Okay. And you have one more year, so we're looking at records next year for you on the 17 boys?
Hopefully.
Hopefully?
Hopefully.
Okay, well, we will go with hopefully for now. Okay, so I want to thank you two gentlemen. Wish you all the best. Good luck in the future. Continue to train hard. Kudos to your coach, the same coach as well. Kimar Holder Edgel, producing 2 champions here at BSSAC in the throws. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to BC Track. Congratulations to Queens College and the Graydon Sealy Secondary School as well. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, we have another young man here. He was 4th in both the throws on the 17 division. Just want to get a little feedback from him as a person competing with those two throws, those 2 boys who were very competitive, how he felt having to throw or try to out-throw those boys. He wasn't successful, but he gave it his all. So I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Kalen King from Harrison College. I also train at BC Track.
Okay, so talk us through what's going on. Your first throw, your second throw, third throw. Was there any point in time where you thought that you had a chance to be on the podium, medal with those guys?
Most definitely, especially in discus. A lot of my throws were big throws, but due to my foes, they were not measured. Also in short put.
Okay, so what would contribute to your falls? Which part of your technique did you not get right?
Mostly when it was throwing, I would look at the discus instead of trying to hold back my weight. So yeah.
Right, so there's a coaching moment for you young throwers out there. You don't look at the discus. You try to get your weight back so you can get the power through your hips, arms, shoulder, etc., and release the implement. So moving on from here, you're on the 17 as well. This first year?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So next year back on the 17?
No, I am actually moving on to under 20.
Oh, so you're moving on to the big boys.
Yes,
so are you going to be mentally and physically prepared next year?
I believe so.
You're going to work on those weak areas, especially after the release, and you follow through?
Yes, please.
Okay, so all the best for you. Keep up the good work. Keep on training. So we have Kimar Holder Edgel, throws coach for BC Track Club, PE teacher at the Providence Secondary School, having 3 throwers in the finals, all of them doing exceptionally well, 2 victories and 2 individual throws, and consistent 4th place for the other. And I'm going to be joined here by a young lady who everybody is saying is a surprise and an upset. I didn't really say it as an upset. I've been watching this young lady as she be training, putting in the training on afternoons here at the stadium where I was coaching my athletes, and I was very impressed with the amount of work that she's been putting in. So I'm going to let her introduce herself to all of Barbados and Eastern Caribbean, and we also have viewers as far down as Africa and stuff. So just introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Ashley Doe, and I am in the under 20 girls division.
Right, and she's representing the Ensure St. Michael Cougars.
Sponsored by Ensure.
Right, sponsored by Ensure. So talk us through that race, Ashley, from the start, the gun.
Yeah. Well, V200 is my favorite race, so I use a different strategy this time, but yeah.
Can you talk us through that strategy? What did you do different to what we've been seeing Ashley Lord doing in the past?
Well, I won all my 200s for the whole season.
Right, I know
but
that.
What I did was I ran it bang hard, but usually I run it all out, but I didn't run it all out this time. And on the last 100, I just used my technique, and the power brought me home.
Okay, so you had Hannah Connell on your right. You can see her in front of you as the gun went off. She went off quite quickly. What was going through your head then?
Wow, I don't know. Well, I don't really think during my races, so I just gonna run.
Okay, so you blocked out all the other competitors. You forgot they were athletes, you caliber, Hannah Connell, etc. You just ran Ashley Lowe's race.
Yeah.
So that's a very good strategy. I want all of you young athletes to understand that at the end of it, it doesn't matter who you're competing with, you just have to run to your best, run your potential. So, did you qualify for the Carifta Games this year?
Well, no, I didn't. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a call, but I didn't qualify.
Okay, well, I saw Mr. Lynch around here walking around with his notebook with the list of athletes that they have selected. So we're going to wish you the best. Maybe we'll come close enough to the times and see what happens. Besides Carifta, what is Ashley Lowe looking forward to in the future, scholarship-wise, etc.?
Yeah, well, I'm looking to get a scholarship for sure. And yeah, that's it for now.
For now, and in the future, can we see a future Olympian?
Yeah, sure you can.
Okay, so we want to follow you. Again, as I said, a wonderful young lady. She's been putting in a lot of work, and I don't say it as an upset. I say it as something that was destined to happen. And I must say congratulations to you, Ashley, and keep up the good work. And you train with which coach again?
Mr. Armstrong Elite Distance Program.
Mr. Armstrong Elite Distance Program. So again, Mr. Armstrong and the Elite Distance Program, Mr. Garns as well, doing some wonderful work, not only in the distances, but definitely in the sprints. So again, congratulations to you. I know you're tired. You had a long 2 days. Yeah. Go and get some rest.
4x4
and you have the 4x4 after these events as well.
Yes, I do.
So continue the good work and have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
So that's it. We're going to wrap it up here, and we're going to go back up top with Ian so he can follow the final event in the Open Girls Pentathlon.
All right then. Thank you very much, Perry. Getting to speak with some of the stars of BSSAC 2018. Ashley Lowe of the St. Michael's School on the line though. And now in view, we're seeing the outdoor pentathletes. This is their final event, the 800-meter run. Lane 1, Amaris Maynard of the Alexandra School. Lane 2, Rashana Thorne of Springer Memorial. Lane 3, Roland Curtin Brown of Leicester Vaughan. Lane 4, Steffianne Shepherd of Christchurch Foundation. In 5, Annika Blackman of Princess Margaret Secondary. And in 6 is Shanice De Freitas of St. George Secondary. Only 2 laps around the track. False start. Let's see. Will there be a meeting of the starting team? No. All right, so there they go. Let's see how they go. On the outside, looking pretty good so far. From St. George Secondary School, Shanice De Freitas. On the inside, Springer Memorial, Rashana Thorne is there or thereabout as they head across the back stretch. So St. George first. St. George Secondary first, Spring Memorial second at this point. These are early days yet though. Final event for the pentathletes. Rashana Thorne now tracking Shanice De Freitas. So let's see how she finishes. Of course, these are very important points that Spring Memorial will need. They're in 3rd at the moment. Only 16 points behind the 2nd place St. Michael's School. And only 9 points ahead, Christchurch Foundation. So Blackman of Princess Margaret Secondary, she's going to take the lead now. She's currently the leader of this event. So we see an athlete falling there. Who is that? She's not in our view right now of our camera, but An athlete is out. Looks like Lester Vaughan's Roland Curtin Brown. Is it? No, it's not. That's Foundation's Shepherd, Steffianne Shepherd. Annika Blackman of Princess Margaret, though, she is the one in control of this race at the moment. So let's see. Blackman is getting ready to turn for home. Roshana Thorne of Springer Memorial still in second. And in third is St. George Secondary's Shanice De Freitas. So in the final event of the pentathlon, here comes Annika Blackman, the winner of the 800 meters, and she coming into this was leading the event, so she unofficially may very well be the winner of the event itself. Roshana Thorne crossing the line now for Springer Memorial. Some valuable points for them. Lester Vaughan's Roland Curtin Brown getting third, and fourth goes to Shanice De Freitas. So over to the boys now, the outdoor pentathletes among the boys. Only one section here. One athlete left. This is from the Alexandra School, is it? Yes, Amaris Maynard, completing her 800-meter run. Seems as though we have another interview lined up. So I'm going to hand you over to Gerard. Let him speak with you for a bit, as he has a young man there from the Christchurch Foundation School. So over to you.
Now joining me here is Josiah Atkins. Josiah, firstly, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Now, after winning the 100 meters yesterday, what was your game plan to come back to do the double?
It was just to keep my form and execute my race as planned.
What did your coach tell you to do?
Well, he told me the same thing, to execute my race, but I didn't run my race as planned because seeing the people that were in front of me, I just ran hard from the beginning.
Were you satisfied with your start?
Yeah, I was satisfied, but the finishing could have been stronger, but there was a lot of wind coming off a bend, so I think that is where I won the race, being the stronger athlete.
Now, what do you think helps with the preparation to come to the events like this?
A lot of speed endurance work, and a lot of speed work also.
Now, your improvement from last year was phenomenal. Who do you owe thanks to for that?
I owe thanks to my coach Stephen Tate and Alex for using his gym, Absolute Fitness, and I would like to thank my parents, Billy, and all the supporters who supported me and believed in me to help me win the race.
Do you have any events for the evening?
Yeah, I also have the 4x4 coming up soon. I'm not sure which leg I'm running yet, but should be a good race.
Well, good luck to you, and thank you for joining us.
All right, thanks.
Now I'm going to go back to Ian upstairs.
All right then. So we await the start then of the 1,000-meter run for the pentathletes in the open boys pentathlon. Not a lot of action on track right now, so I may as well go ahead and just give you some of these points updates. So we're just hearing that Springer Memorial won the under-20 girls high jump, so that would have brought them in a little bit closer. So let's see. Just awaiting the tabulation here. It's taking a little time for some reason. A little uncharacteristic. No, this is not what I wanted at all. So we have to then try again so I can give you some up-to-date scores. The girls is where the main competition resides. The boys pretty much have been decided already. St. Michael's School, the defending champions, they will repeat among the boys. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. My, my, my. So let's look at these points very quickly. Among the girls, 10th, Darrell Jordan, 52. 9th, Alexandra School, 59. 8th, with 62 is Combermere. 7th is the Allen School on 90 points. Queen's College, 95. They're in 7th. No, they're 6th actually. In 5th, Leicester Vaughan, 114. 4th is Harrison College, 157.5 points. 3rd, Springer Memorial on 268 points. Ahead of them is the St. Michael's School, 293. And leading the girls is Christchurch Foundation with 295. Well, 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 well. So if we factor the points that Springer would have just won in the under 20 girls high jump, that would put them somewhere in the region of 278. And still some distance away from the St. Michael's School. They will not factor in the under 15 girls. They will not factor in the under 15 girls rather, 4x100 meter relay. Those would have been some vital and valuable points. Let's look at the boys though. So let's see. In 10th, Corjampari among the boys, 79.5 points. 9th, the Lord School, 94. 8th, Leicester Vaughan, 95.5. In 7th, Combermere on 109. And then we had the Allen School, 119.5 points. The top 5 then among the boys. St. Leonard's boys, 146. They're in 5th. In 4th, Queen's College, 157. And the top 3, Harrison College. Harrison College, 226.5. So they're in 3rd. Christchurch Foundation in 2nd, 238. And then the top spot, 257. 257 points. St. Michael's School leading the way in the boys. So it's really a ding-dong battle here. The cheers you're hearing in the background, the excitement of BSSAC, the announcement of 2 points separating 1st and 2nd among the girls. Now, Christchurch Foundation, if I do my calculations correct, and I look at the boys' scores, they're about, let's see, is that 21 points behind? I'm gonna get that final figure for you. So 257.5 points ahead, the St. Michael's School. 238 Behind them is Christchurch Foundation in the boys. So it's actually 19.5 points as opposed to 21, less to acquire. So it's going to be a fight to the finish here, both boys and girls. The 4x4s, they're going to have the final say here in both girls and boys. Remember, the girls top two, the St. Michael's School, 293, and in first, Christchurch Foundation, 295. It's only 2 points. Then among the boys, Christchurch Foundation in second, 238, and 19 points ahead, the St. Michael's School. So, as we await the start of the 1,000 meter event for the pentathletes in the boys division. So we're going to take a look here at those who will face the starter. Athletes now on the line. This one will start out by the 200 meter mark. Of course, they'll make 2.5 laps of this track. So then, the 11 competitors in this, the final event of the outdoor pentathlon for boys. Representing the St. Michael's School, Seth Edwards, Uroy Wint from Darrell Jordan Secondary, Leandre Walker, the Allen School, Hijah Hill of Harrison College in there as well. So there's an issue at the start. I'm sure the starters will sort that out. Gives me a little more time to just get these lane assignments and so on while these competitors listed. Javier Ned of the Alexander School is in there as well. Hailey Emmanuel Turney of Leicester Vaughan. Darren Rudder Thompson of the Law School is in there as well. Antoine Mears of Princess Margaret Secondary School. DeAndre Weeks Hunt, St. Leonard's Boys. Ialpha Ned, he's worked hard, of St. George Secondary. And Andre Callender of Christchurch Foundation, rounding out the field. So these are vital points here. Among the boys, Christchurch Foundation only 19.5 points adrift of the leaders is St. Michael's School. So it's really going to come down to these 4x100 meter relays and these 4x400s. So something happening here at the start of this 1,000 meter event. Not too sure what it is, but the starters' assistants are out there and they're speaking with the young men. Maybe a technical issue. Looks like we're going to get started now though. And they're off and running. Let's see how they go. Leading the way looks like Foundation's Andre Callender. These points, as long as he is in contention in this competition, will be very significant for his team. Seth Edwards in there, Leandre Walker in there as well. Fairly tightly bunched at this point. Seeing Alpha Ned now looking to get into contention as well. Alpha Ned making a move. Not a very quick pace here. As one can very well imagine, these athletes must be tired. They have worked extremely hard over the past 2 days. So Alpha Ned of St. George Secondary School. Seth Edwards of the St. Michael School and Andre Callender. Those are the top three. So they've taken the bell, just about 250 meters left in this one. So it's Alpha Ned against Seth Edwards. Ned relaxing a little bit. Here's a surge though from Andre Callender of the Christchurch Foundation School. Let's see how they go. 150 meters now. And as they come off the turn, Andre Callender of Christchurch Foundation, much to the delight of the Christchurch Foundation supporters. These are valuable points for him and Christchurch Foundation. Not sure who's leading the pentathlon. Seth Edwards comes second now. And I make it from the Aline School there for third, Leandre Walker from Alpha Ned. Those are the top four finishers. Perry, you're back with us.
Yes, yeah, I went to do a few interviews, and I also went over to accompany a young man that you are going to be hearing his voice a lot and doing the interviews, Gerard Morsilli. So he did a few interviews as well, and he's ready to go. So you're going to be hearing his voice doing a lot more interviews as well for Sports.bb. Especially this afternoon as it comes to the exciting 4x1s and 4x4s. So stay tuned for him. But nonetheless, we are back, and I'm back. And a lot of excitement in down there with the 200-meter finals. And I heard the stadium announcer calling what Ashley Lowe did an upset. And I really and truly don't see it as an upset, because I've been saying Ashley Lowe
wasn't an upset. She came in with the fastest time.
It can't be an upset if you came in the fastest time. It can't be an upset if you've seen the progression of the athlete throughout the season, putting in all the work. Okay, so it was not an upset. And as I said in my interview, it's something that was destined to happen. And it couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Ashley Lowe is a very nice young lady, and always smiling, as you saw, very pleasant. And I really looking forward to seeing her in the future.
So, the young men, 11 of them, being acknowledged by the crowd on hand for their efforts.
The pentathlon is a grueling event, and I'm sure at the end of it all of these guys are so happy that it's over. It's a lot of work for one medal, if you think about it, but you have to, it just shows that you have to be a dedicated athlete to really get involved in that event.
You certainly do. Alpha Ned, you would have seen him during the zones. He's one that would have factored in there. Then we would have seen the likes. I'm surprised that she was not involved this year. Sierra Coward from Springer Memorial. She concentrated on her individual events more so than the pentathlon this year.
So
must have been a part of the strategy.
Ian, we have some points here for the Girls Open Outdoor Pentathlon. Final scores. And remember, we said it depends on the times you run, the distance you throw, you accumulate a certain amount of points. So this is how they finished. 6 girls, 6th position. Amaris Maynard of the Alexandra School. 1,653 points in total. She would have gotten 354 in the shot put, 470 in the 200, 426 in the 100 hurdles, 331 in the long jump, and only 72 points in the 800 meters. Stephian Shepard. Now this is where it gets interesting, so you can understand how the points are working. Stephian Shepard, she has 1,694 points in, and she got 343 in the shot put, which was less than Maynard. She got 614 in the 200 meters, 411 in the 100 hurdles because of her time, 326 in the long jump, and 0 points in the 800 because she did not finish. Okay? But she's still ahead of Maynard, who did all of the events because she had some very strong events. Now we move on to 4th, Shanice De Freitas, 177 points. 3rd, Rashana Thorne, 396 points. Roland Curtin Brown, 2,700 points. Okay? Now, you look at Roland Curtin Brown, she scored heavily in the shot put. She scored heavily in the 200 meters. She scored heavily in the high jump. She scored heavily in the long jump, and she scored fairly decent, a little below average in the 800 meters. The winner, Annika Blackman of Princess Margaret Secondary School, 2,939 points. She scored very poorly in the shot put. Obviously, she's not a thrower. She scored heavily in the 200 meters, over 700 points, the highest points. She scored heavily in the hurdles because we saw her hurdling technique, 840 points. She scored very highly in the long jump as well, 489 points. And then she blew them away in the 800 meters with 513 points. So that's why I say you use the strength of your strong events, and then you try to do personal best PBs in your weaker events. So that's how they finish in the pentathlon. Grueling 5 events over 2 days. And the scores were being called up there.
Yeah, they were.
Can we bring them up quickly before the start of these relays?
Let's see how they go.
Right, can we bring them up quickly before the relays?
We're about 8 points separating Springer Memorial from the St. Michael's School. It was 25 a little earlier on.
Oh.
And then there was 1 point separating first and second.
So it's all up for grabs now, Ian.
It certainly is.
It comes down to these final relays. And then we're going to be here for a while after, because we want to get the feedback from Mr. Noah Lynch, who has been given the nod to represent Barbados in the Carifta Games.
Oh my, Perry.
We're just going to read the top 3 in the girls, Ian.
Well, in the girls right now, Spring Memorial has 290 points. And the St. Michael's School, who's in second, has 298. And Christchurch Foundation has 299.
So that's 9 points, Ian, separated first from third.
Oh my goodness.
8 separated second from third. 1 point separating first from second. This can go any which way possible. If any of these two leading teams mess up in the relays, it's all she wrote.
Let's look at the boys. I think we can call it safely, can we?
They still have to get that baton around the track, Ian.
Yes, they do. They have to get the baton around the track. So let me not call it then. About 22 points, 22 and a half points now, separating Christchurch Foundation. Separating Christchurch Foundation and the St. Michael's School. Harrison College in third on 236 and a half. Christchurch Foundation in second on 246. And then first, the St. Michael's School, this is the boys, of course, 268 and a half points.
So the top 3 in in the girls running true to form. Harrison College getting up in that top 3 in the boys. Don't think they have enough events left over for them to really challenge for even second place. It will all comes down to Christchurch Foundation. How badly do they want to win this boys championship for them to get up in there and really do some brilliant running with in those relays. It also comes down to how many relay teams they have, each school has in these finals as well, Ian. So it's going to be very interesting as we watch this drama unfold.
3 events left for the girls. We have a lull in the activity, but we are going to take a break and come back with the action for you. The 4x100 meter relays ahead, and
4x4s.
The 4x4s. And they will bring the curtain down on this BSSAC 2018 meet. But after a word from our sponsors, we'll be right back with you.
When your kids fall, you're always there to pick them up. Sagicor wants to do the same for you. Introducing Life Protector, an invaluable policy that provides you with a lump sum payment should you be diagnosed with a critical illness. With added financial flexibility to keep your family's future bright, we'll provide a helping hand when you need it most. For more details, contact a Sagicor advisor today. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club.
It's more than just money.
Home development with the crib club. You're young and you need to save money with the crib club. Savings have value and sustainability. So listen, children, show some discipline. It is beneficial for you when you save your city value.
It's more than just money.
Join the credit union crib club. More than just money with the credit union crib club.
Yeah.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network. We start with a yes, but when life takes unexpected turns, you can still say yes to more. The Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard gives you points with every purchase that you can use to travel anywhere. Fly on any airline, anywhere, anytime, with no blackout dates. Plus, with just 20,000 Scotia points, you can say yes to select destinations. With Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard credit card, it's easier to say yes to everything. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
And welcome back here live at the National Stadium, beautiful Bridgetown, Barbados, for the final day of BSSAC 2018. We are winding down. We heard the scores. We realized that in the girls, it's still all up for grabs. In the boys, we have Christchurch Foundation have some work to do if they want to get that boys championship. So it's going to be very exciting as we finish off the evening proceedings. We're going to try to share with you some results for some field events that we would have missed as we went along today. So you can see where some of those points were won and where some were lost. We have the under 20 girls long jump. We did that. We did the shot put for under 20 girls as well. Romancia Odwin was declared the winner. I think Romancia Odwin came in the top 3 or so as well in the discus. So this is how it has broken down. Springer Memorial have had athletes in almost every field event, and they place 2 athletes in almost every event, and they place fairly high in all of them. I'm seeing a lot of seconds and fourths, seconds and fifths, seconds and thirds for Springer Memorial in the field events. This is where they were strong. This is where they've been capitalizing and getting those points and etching ever closer to the St. Michael School and the Christchurch Foundation. So again, here in the javelin throw for the 7 girls, we have 2 athletes on Springer again, and they actually would have split the St. Michael girls apart. No Christchurch Foundation athletes in there. In the girls high jump, again, 2 athletes from Springer, 2 from St. Michael, only one of them getting points. Both of the Springer girls getting points. So this is where Springer has been really capitalizing on the points and really easing up on the rest. There's in the field events. So everybody's watching the track and everybody watching the flashy events on the track, the sprints, etc. Springer Memorial is quietly chipping away at the leads of the two other schools. And the high jump on the 13 girls. Of course, they had St. Michael School 1-2, but Springer Memorial 3rd and 4th. Again, North Christchurch Foundation athlete in the points there in the money. The only Christchurch Foundation girl had no height. Then we come back to the girls shot put, junior girls shot put. Again, you're going to see St. Michael's in there, North Christchurch Foundation in the points, one St. Michael girl in the points. This probably is one of the only events, few events that Springer Memorial did not have anyone in. But then they come back in the javelin throw, lost first, Springer second, Christchurch Foundation 4th. So we see, for those of you who are wondering how Springer Memorial got up in there, etc., these are the reasons why Springer Memorial has been etching away. So in almost every field event in the girls, Springer Memorial had 2 athletes. In the girls triple jump, they got 12 points, 1st and 6th. Sorry, 13 points, 1st and 6th. So we understand. Just wanted to give you all an understanding as to why the school has been doing so well and how they were able to make this phenomenal comeback. I know that even though we at Sports.bb try to be as unbiased as possible, my good colleague here, Mr. Ian Webster, is still happy and proud of his girls there. He can try to deny all he wants, but I know as a teacher you have a certain amount of pride for your school, the school in which you teach, and I'm sure that he's very proud of the achievements of the young ladies today. Whatever happens, win, lose, or draw, they've really represented themselves well, and they've shown why they have been for years the most dominant school. Even with the new setting, they are showing that every year they're edging closer and closer to reclaiming the BSSAC title. So we have some action on the field there. I think it's a long jump going on, I believe. On the northern sandpit, we can't really get it picked up from our vantage point. Again, the tents all over the place. We really would love your input. You've been very boisterous. We will like your input on the dilemma we have here, the lack of stands, and what you will suggest we do to get the National Stadium back up to the level that we should have it, so we can have the glory days of track and field, where we can start hosting CRIFTA games, CSC games, CUT games, etc. So you can weigh in on that topic. You can give your suggestion. How can we get this problem with the stands rectified? What would you suggest we do? We really would like your input on that. So there are some events that are not scored as yet. So that is one of the reasons why they're not going to be calling out any more scores for you. All the scores that we've generated and we've given you, these are as up to date as they're going to get until the final set of field events are completed and scored. Then they're going to just have those scores just before the relays, the 4x1s and the 4x4s. So right about now, it's still a good time for us to remind you about our competition for the online athlete of the season, the BSSAC season. You can go and vote as many times as you like. We're winding down the voting today. It's the end of BSSAC. You have Kyle Gale, Anthony Hoyt Small, Sky Spencer Lane, Shanice Hudson, Jonathan Jones, Tristan Gibbons, Sarah Bell, Layla Haynes, and Kobe Hudson. Those are the ones who are the nominees. I have been nominated by us, so you can go out, you can go online, vote as many times as you like, vote as often as you like, and give one of those outstanding athletes a wonderful staycation at Infinity on the beach. Also, you yourself, the viewers, can stand a chance of winning a staycation. We have 2 staycations to give away, as well as 2 sets of tickets for cricket. I believe it's West Indies versus Sri Lanka.
Yep.
All right, in June.
Oh, yeah.
At Kensington Oval. So all you have to do is you must send us, inbox us a short video saying, I am whoever you are, and I watch Sports.bb, and why you like Sports.bb. Whatever reason, for whatever reason you like Sports.bb, you mentioned that. You must be active, so you can go on now, do your short videos, put them on, stay on the stream so that we can see the video. We can check, make sure, confirm that you will that you are active while the video is being run, and you're actively watching Sports.bb. And then we're going to select 4 winners in total, 2 winners for the staycations, and 2 winners for the tickets for cricket in June. And those winners will be announced at a later date, but the giveaway ends tonight at midnight. So if you know how quickly the time has been flying, we know we don't have a lot of time. Get your videos posted so that you can stand a chance of winning one of those 2 staycations or one of the 2 sets of tickets to cricket in June.
So looks like a triple jump event is in progress, Perry.
Yes, which age division is this?
Not even sure. If we can get a schedule, that would certainly help a lot. Let's see though. Let's see if we can pull up anything here in terms of field. Even now, there's nothing here. Nothing here in our system, so that information certainly isn't forthcoming. Aha, I've got something, Perry. Let's see if this is day 3, so let's see how we are shaping in the field here. So the event that's in progress, under 20 boys.
Under 20 boys triple jump. And can we see who's in that? Let's see who the athletes are competing in that under 20 boys triple jump. Okay, so we should have in this one Shaka Moore of the St. George Secondary Schools. So my apologies. The Ellerton Wesleyan St. George Lions. We have Torian Waldron of Corrigan Parry. Christopher Best of the Lodge School. Aishem Ellis, Leicester Vaughan School. Jamali Lynch, the Lodge School. Raekwon Bascom, Ensure St. Michael School Cougars. Darian Marshall, Harrison College. Shajabari Franklin, St. George. Jaden Broom, Christchurch Foundation. I don't know if all of these athletes are contesting, but it's a very large field. Maybe they did 2 flights. We have Emmanuel Stewart of KFC Commonwealth. Ajani Ince, Queen's College. Turon Gibson, St. Leonard's Boys. Ajani Waterman, Queen's College. Yannick Burrows, Harrison College. Enrique Babcours and Parry. Kobe Griffith, St. Leonard's Boys. Coyote Nurse of Christchurch Foundation School. Should be also Agape Foster and the Kerry Lashley of Leicester Vaughan School. So a large field, some 20 athletes. If all of them were competing, then we know we'll be in for a time here with the jumps. I know for sure that it is exciting because we see all the spectators on the western side, standing and onto the rails, trying to see what they can see. We say welcome to Roxanne Bovell in Canada. She has said she had a lot of work to do in the earlier part of the day, and she logged on this afternoon. So welcome, ma'am. I hope you've been enjoying the coverage. I know that even though you weren't watching, I'm sure that you were listening at some point throughout the day. So welcome to you and all the other viewers over there. And of course, even though we are finishing up the broadcast here for BSSAC 2018, there's still a lot of track and field. You have knapsack finals next week Thursday. You also have the Carifta Games coming up, and you can watch that as well. Let's hope that we get good coverage. Coverage hasn't been really that appealing over the last 2-3 years, Ian. I know you would have joined us sometimes watching the Carifta Games, and we all lamented on
my first. Last year was my first time with the group,
and we all lamented about the quality or lack thereof.
Yeah. It was a tough time last year.
Not of the athletes per se, but of the Bahamas, but of the streaming, of the coverage, and. We hope that things are a lot better this year.
Well, we're going to the Bahamas this time around, so.
Are you going to the Bahamas again?
I'm praying about it. And.
Well, you have 2 weeks.
Yeah, I reckon I do actually. That's about 2 weeks.
A lot can happen in 2 weeks.
Well, that is very true.
You can win a ticket to the Bahamas.
Barry can win the lotto and then sponsor me with a ticket.
Win the lotto and take all of my friends in.
Why not?
Why not? You have a big Carifta party.
Please note that I want to come from New York. I want to fly to New York first, and then I will head over to the Bahamas.
I was saying we're going to charter a jet and fly straight.
Well, if you're chartering a jet, you just include in that route New York. Thanks.
I'll take that on advisement, sir. I know a good colleague, Miss Captain Michael Jules, is somewhere, is it Ecuador? In Ecuador, doing his duties as the director of the Barbados Defense Force Sports Program. Having meetings for CISM, which is the World Military Body for World Military Games. So, and he has been logging in periodically. I'm sure it's after he's done his work. So let's get that clear. And giving us valuable input as well. So we're going to try to bring back up. You're seeing some action, some athletes coming out of the tunnel. I think they look like on the 13s, Ian. So we know we have the under 13 4x1s, boys and girls, and the under 15 as well, I believe.
Yes, the under 13 girls and boys 4x100 meters, and the under 15 girls and boys 4x100 meters.
And then we have the much anticipated
4x4s.
And it's not going to come down to bragging rights as we thought. There's really something to run for in these relays now.
Oh yes, points, valuable points.
3 schools who have bullseyes on those points. Springer Memorial, Ensure, St. Michael Cougars, and the Christchurch Foundation.
I'm really a fan of this St. Michael's kit, though. The St. Michael Schools outfit. I really, really like it. The colors.
The colors. I like the colors as well.
The colors are great. I really, really love them.
But I love the Ellerslie Schools.
Yes, that is
kit as well.
That is a nice looking kit.
I must say kudos to whoever designed it. Did a wonderful job.
They now go by the name the Mustangs.
The Ellerslie School Mustangs.
Would you like to own one of those, Perry?
Maybe we have to speak to the Lieutenant Colonel and see what can happen here. I'm sure that as a former student of Ellerslie School who would have paved the way for the Ellerslie School, he would have no compulsion to giving you a suit or a top or something. Ian.
No. I don't want a suit, Perry. I want a Mustang.
Oh, you want a Mustang, but then you have that begs a different reason there. And I'm not sure that even the Colonel could afford to give you a Mustang. Although there's some little candy bars, in some chocolate covered cookies called Mustangs. Maybe to get a pack of those.
I want the car. So when I want to get a Mustang car.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can talk to the
I'll get the shirt and then I want the car to match it.
So then we can speak to the NCF and let them, instead of going to NASCO for the price for the vehicles and prices, maybe they need to go elsewhere and import a Mustang. And you can sing your heart out for it.
Really, no. Let me say good afternoon to Ryan Jilts, who is attempting to taunt me, to send me to a popular establishment in Bridgetown to purchase one, a toy model. I would like Mr. Jilts to know that right now he is in arrears, Perry. He owes us.
Mr. Jilts?
Mr. Jilts.
Oh, yes.
You're in arrears.
With interest.
And I am exactly was now getting to the interest. So please monitor your conduct. Taking a really long time here to get these relay events underway. Of course, we have the closing ceremony after the 4x400 meters.
We also have the announcing of the Crifter team for 2018.
Do we?
Yes, that's going to be done immediately after the relays. We're going to try to get a microphone in that press conference so that you can hear firsthand out of the mouth of Mr. Noah Lynch, who those athletes are.
Okay, so I guess we could stick around for that.
Nonetheless, we're going to see the first relay with the under 13 girls 4x100 meter relay. You see the athletes over by the various takeover zones already. We have the zone officials there at every zone already waiting patiently. On the eastern side is a sea of color, as we expect. See the Royal Barbados Police Force over there trying to keep those children at bay, getting a little too close to the track. We don't want anyone coming down on the track and creating any disturbances or causing any injuries to the athletes as they're competing in these relays. We know relays are very exciting, and people get a little carried away with all the excitement. So we're hearing that Raquan Bascom is in 5th position so far. 4th position, Yannick Burrows. Third position, Coyote Nurse of Christchurch Foundation in 3rd, so he's getting some good points. 2nd position from Christchurch Foundation as well. So Christchurch Foundation has 2nd and 3rd so far in the 120 boy triple jump. St. Michael's School, Jonathan Miller has a big jump to put him in the lead. So he's leading so far. So St. Michael has 10 points. Foundation sitting there 2nd and 3rd. So here we see the young ladies coming out on the track for the start of the Cooperative General 4x4 relays. So it's good to see that Corporate Barbados have gotten themselves, lend themselves to naming some of these events.
Well, the series, they're apparently a series.
A series of relays.
200 meters was sponsored by Saul.
Yes.
So the 4x1s is being sponsored by.
And so in lane number 8, we have the team for Courage and Parry. They're coming to this final with a time of 56.13 seconds. In lane number 7, Springer Memorial, 56.17. In lane number 6, Alexandra School, 56.11. In lane number 5, the St. Michael's School, 52.92 seconds for them. In lane number 4, coming in with the fastest time, Christchurch Foundation, a time of 52.79. And lane number 3, you see the team from the Allen School, 55.45 seconds. And lane number 2, the team from Commonwealth School, 57.37. Ellerslie Secondary School is a no-show in this relay. Sorry, the Ellerslie School is a no-show in this relay.
I wonder why. The Mustangs qualified.
They did. It must be very disheartening though for a team that would have finished 9th overall to realize that hey, the team that got in before us, they're not here, and we are here. We would love to run.
So why isn't there a reserve then?
That's something you have to ask the organizers again. Very good question. Very good question.
Okay, Perry, I get your point.
I know there were alternates in some of the other events.
Yes, there were.
First and second alternates in some of the other events. I don't know what happened with the relays, but they're now being handed over to the starter, who is now getting up on the starter's rostrum. Looks like Mr. Waltrus there on the rostrum. Mr. Benny Rowe is at the back. He's a recall starter behind them. I'm sure Mr. Burke is further up behind the outer half of the field, and there they go off and running. Ellerslie, Cormier, Allen School, Christchurch Foundation, St. Michael, Alexander Springer, and Courage and Parry. And as they go up the backstretch, Springer looks nice. St. Michael Foundation look good. Here goes Foundation and St. Michael. Springer trying to run out with them as well, but St. Michael and Foundation, Springer is in there as well. Next handover. Let's see what happens. Oh, Springer's being swallowed up. Fumble from Springer. Springer's now in 3rd. as Foundation and St. Michael run each other down. Springers falling back to 4th position. Is up front is still St. Michael and Foundation. Final handover, and if this is who I think it is, this is going to be a big run to the finish. Some Sky Spencer Lane and Shante Morris, Christchurch Foundation and St. Michael's School. St. Michael's School second. Oh, Springer faded. That's going to hurt Springer's chances
Definitely.
as well.
Definitely.
But as long as Shante Morris got that baton 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of anyone, they were not going to catch her.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Foundation
now going ahead.
Looking to repeat here.
I think they would have taken, they were behind St. Michael's School, I believe.
I don't think so. They were just ahead by 2.
They were ahead by 2.
If that's the case.
So now they should be ahead by about 4 points.
I reckon if that may be the case, Jamar. And as much as the margin is very slim, let me tell you, 1 point makes a difference at this point in time.
If you win by 1 point or 100 points,
you've won.
And I think it's even more greatly appreciated when you have to fight hard for it, Ian. When you know that you came up against the best of the best, and they gave you their all, and you still persevered.
Definitely. And Springer Memorial is going to be further.
Yeah, they're falling back.
They're
falling back,
because they're not going to factor at all in the under-15 girls. So they're going to just settle in there for that 3rd spot.
Well, we can't say that yet because the other schools still have to get the batons around the track here. Then after the under 15 girls, they still have on the 17, on the 20. A lot could happen. Batons can drop. People can fumble. A lot of things can happen.
Listen to me.
I mean, all things being equal, Ian.
We have
all things being
under
equal.
13 girls, under 13 boys, under 15 girls, and under 15 boys.
But I'm dealing with the girls. I'm saying, yes, Springer doesn't have an under 15 girls team.
Right.
But what does it say? The race hasn't gone yet. What does it say that Christchurch Foundation and St. Michael gets their baton around the track? We've seen biggest. We've seen.
Well, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But they're going to end in 3rd spot.
Okay, I'm not arguing that. Based on how things are running, yes.
Yes.
If Murphy's Law kicks into place and those gremlins come out, then it's all bets off again. So the 8 schools in the under 13 boys, 4x1 in.
All right, in lane 8, Queen's College. Lane 7, the St. Michael's School. Lane 6, Leicester Vaughan. In lane 5, Harrison College. Lane 4, the Combermere School. In lane 3, Christchurch Foundation. In 2 is Aline, and in lane 1, Frederick Smith Secondary School. Fastest qualifiers coming into this one. The Combermere School, a time of 53.17 seconds. The record held by the Leicester Vaughan School, 50.97 seconds, set back in 2012. Under starters orders now. And there they go. Let's see who is looking good. Looks pretty even at this point, Perry. Let's see who hands this baton off first. Queen's College looks to have an advantage. Leicester Vaughan not looking bad going up the back stretch, but Queen's College out front. St. Michael's also in contention. So that's where the running is happening right now. Queen's College out front.
Oh, Leicester Vaughan.
At Leicester Vaughan, though. Look at Leicester Vaughan, Perry. Let's see. Foundation is in the mix as well. Foundation hands off first. Christchurch Foundation.
But look,
St. Michael's going to have some work to do here as Leicester Vaughan, actually. But it's Christchurch Foundation. They're going to cross the line in first place. Oh! St. Michael's, they finished 4th. Christchurch Foundation. 12 points to their cause.
Oh, yeah. So it's all happening here in the junior division.
Let's look back at it,
that
Barry.
replay.
A nice even start. The first handover was pretty even.
Yes.
A slight advantage was had by Queen's College going up the
looked good going to the
back
back stretch. Lester Vaughan did well as well going to the back stretch. St. Michael started to look like they wanted to be in that running.
Yep.
As they came at the back stretch, Queen's College still leading. St. Michael trying to run back. Lester Vaughan sitting nicely in there. Second handover, Queen's College going. Lester Vaughan, this is where it all started to go right for Lester Vaughan here coming off the bench. This youngster here was flying, but they neglected to watch Christchurch Foundation on the
Christchurch
inside.
Foundation actually handed off
First,
yes, they did. And that was all she wrote. Christchurch Foundation poured to the finish line, looking to end today in a blaze of glory. The trophy may very well remain in Churchill.
May very well remain up there.
The St. Michael's team, though, they'll want to say something about that, especially among the girls. Markindale's Road.
We know St. Michael has a very sharp quartet for the 4x4s as well. So it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen, as we wind down BSSAC 2018.
So Barry, well, let's see how these under 15 girls go.
Well, of course,
because you see, Christchurch Foundation already has one relay in the bag.
Yes.
If they can nail at least two, they're going to win it.
They have to dethrone Queen's College in this one.
Yeah,
for sure. St. Michael's not running too far off the pace of Christchurch Foundation.
Not at all.
A lot can happen in the relays, but then we have the spoilers, and there's the Lord School, Commonmere, Dighton Griffith. Okay, those are the spoiler teams there.
They need to win one here. Another one, actually. They need another one. Well, we're seeing a lot of athletes, on a lot of spectators rather, on the far side, kind of close-ish on the cycle track there, Perry.
Yes,
looks a little closer than they were yesterday, actually.
I think they're a little too close, if you ask me. They shouldn't be right down at the edge of the velodrome. So that missed chance by Springer Memorial School in the under 15s to qualify for the finals. That missed chance from them is sometimes these things come back and haunt you, Ian.
Yep, they do.
And they had a pretty sharp team on paper.
Yes, they did. On the day in question, it didn't end the way they would have liked. So that will hurt them.
So now it's now come down to a two-horse race to first place in the girls. That's what they're calling it now. St. Christchurch Foundation and St. Michael's School. Is that what we're going to call it now, Ian?
Well, I let's take a look at the official points and see scores. Select all these events, Perry, and let's take a look at these points. Oh my, it's close. They're 3 points ahead.
Springer's lost some ground.
Yeah, Springer's definitely lost some ground.
But we have Christchurch Foundation 3:11 and St. Michael's School 3:08.
Yep, let's take a look at the boys. Let's take a look at these boys' points. St. Michael's School.
St. Michael's School 274.5. Christchurch Foundation 258.
No, not sure if those relays have been scored. Let me just peek back here and see. No, they have not. No, they have not. So let's go back up here, Perry. No. The 4x1s have not been scored as yet.
So we have some interesting outcomes and an interesting predicament here. Before we close, I really want to say thanks to you viewers for making this possible. You've been a very supportive group of persons out there on the World Wide Web, following us, giving us valuable feedback.
So the under 15 girls, we await them. What's the cause of the delay? We don't know. Yesterday's action came to a close at just about minutes to 6, did it, Perry?
Yes, so just about 5:45 or so. It looks like we may be closing down shop sometime around that time as well today, because we have the 4x4s, and we know that's going to take a while. All the excitement for everyone to settle down, etc.
Yep.
And then they have their closing ceremony. We're going to try to get the announcement of the Carifta team, because I'm sure that the viewers here, our viewers, would like to know who has made the team. Who do they have over there in the Bahamas flying off to fly our flag high? Who are they going to be watching?
Well, oh well. It's a long pause here. The athletes, though, some of them are already on the track. We're just not seeing the first leg.
They're coming out now.
Athletes for the second leg.
The starters are coming out now.
Starters assistant. Oh my, oh my. Sieg. It's a fight to the finish here. Christchurch Foundation. 3 points ahead of the St. Michael's School. Looking at our last.
So in lane number 8, the St. Michael's School, 52.75. In lane 7, Dyno Griffith, 52.66. In lane 6, the Commonwealth School, 52.22. In lane 5, the Law School, 52.30. In lane 4, Queen's College, fastest time, 49.90. In lane number 3, Christchurch Foundation School, 52.56. In lane number 2, the Frederick Smith Secondary, 53.15. And round out the field, lane number 1, Harrison College, 53.07. The record, the BSSAC record, is currently held by the Christchurch Foundation School, a time of 49.58 seconds set in 2016.
So let's see now. Fastest time ran by Queen's College, 49.90 coming in. The record held by Christchurch Foundation, 49.58, set back in 2016. Given this electric charged atmosphere, Perry, there is a possibility that we can see the record broken.
Yes, there is a very good possibility of that happening.
On the starters' orders now.
Oh, we have a false start from the Frederick Smith Secondary School. They didn't have to look at the monitor. She was right in front of us.
Not to worry.
But these are under 15s.
Under 15s, so no one is disqualified.
There's going to be a warning to the field. Next person will be out. Next team will be out. Her feet came off the ground. Well, one of her feet came off the ground. One of her hands came off the ground. So from our vantage point, we can call it how we see it.
Let's take the replay.
Let's say it's a recall starters, and they are going to have their conference. But on the 15s, they're pretty safe.
You have the replay available?
Yes, it's a replay. And you see quite clearly.
Yeah.
The young lady from Frederick Smith she really moved out first. Again, the so we see the starter's assistant coming down to the Frederick Smith Secondary School. She's going to talk to her and give her the card and then warn the whole field. Okay, so that's the warning. Right, and then she goes. So the next team who false start will be out.
So then, false start acknowledged by the Frederick Smith Secondary School and by the field. They have one more chance to get it right.
And they do. As they go, Harrison College, Frederick Smith, Christ Church Foundation, Queen's College, the Law School, Commonwealth, Dayton Griffith, and Queen's College is flying.
Crystal Martindale from Queen's College.
A good hand over Queen's College. Queen's College is on a flyer.
What, St. Michael on the outside door,
St. Michael is running strong, but I give the edge to Queen's College right about now. Next handover. Beautiful handover from Queen's College again. St. Michael a little too long in that handover, but Queen's College is flying off the bend. Final handover. Here's Queen's College coming. Here's Queen's College coming.
Nia Brown is going to run that final leg.
Oh no, we have a fall there from. Oh gosh, Queen's College is going. Nia Brown. They're not going to catch Nia Brown.
No, they're not going to catch her.
I think that was Cormier.
But what's the young lady from? Is that Alexander?
Oh, Frederick Smith.
Agard, that's Agard.
Agard from Frederick Smith runs back, then back in the second on the inside.
Wow.
Looks like Harrison College for third. Let's see the replay of that. I think a team fell. I think it's the Cormier School who fell.
Wow.
Can we get a replay so we can look at this again?
A very, very good run there by Queen's College.
Oh,
right, so we have the replay back up. This is the first leg.
Yes.
Crystal Martindale of Queen's College, a very good run by her.
Yes, Queen's College looking good there.
Now of note is that St. Michael's finished ahead of Christ Church Foundation in that one.
Yes.
They didn't factor in the top three. But my goodness.
Queen's College, their handovers were crisp. This is where the fall happened. This is Commonwealth School.
Yes, it's Commonwealth.
Watch it now.
Queen's College
ran into the athlete, their feet got tangled and they fell. And Nia Brown running all the way to the finish line, driving and taking Queen's College to victory. It's going to be interesting to see the time. And as we wrap up this replay, we're going to go over now. We have
Agard second there.
We have an interview lined up, Ian, with the Christ Church Foundation under 13.
I'm here with the under 13 4x1 champions, Christ Church Foundation School. Congratulations. First leg was run by
Sage.
And Sage, what do you think you had to do as the first leg runner?
Well, my coach told me all I have to do is make sure the baton get to second leg, and it was a bit nerve-wracking, but I had to run my whole heart out.
Did you fear any false starting?
I thought I was going to false start, but the parade worked.
And then when second leg got the baton, what did you think your job was?
I felt that my job was just to keep pushing, and the crowd would have bring me to the third leg person, and I thought that we would have win the relay, and we did.
Did you think that you executed your job perfectly?
Yes, I think that I did it well.
And when you handed over to the third leg, were you comfortable with the position you were in?
Yes, please. And it was exciting, and I had a lot of adrenaline, and we executed what we came to do.
What was going through the back of your mind?
Well, nothing really, but I was just a little nervous because I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew what was gonna happen.
And then fourth leg was run by.
Dante Morris.
Now, being the anchor, you know you had one of the hardest jobs on the field. Did you think that you did very well?
Yep. All I was thinking in my head was to bring it home.
And were you comfortable with the position that you got the baton in?
Yes, please.
Now, when you saw your third leg runner coming around the bend, what was going through the back of your head?
I was just like, Rihanna, go, girl, go, go!
Who would you say was your hardest competition?
My hardest competition was Sky Spencer Lane.
And you said you took it right down to the wire, but what gave you that extra push to get home before her?
It was just a bit of a shot. It was nerve-wracking, but I did my best. And all I was thinking was, we just got to win because we got to get points for foundation, because I can't think by myself. I have to think as a team. So all I was thinking was, all right, we got this, Shantae.
Well, thank you, girls, and congrats once again. We're going to go over back to Ian
All right, so
and
we're back
Perry,
here.
who will give us the lane assignments for the under
15 boys, 4x1
meters.
Lane 8, Leicester Vaughan. Lane 7, St. George Secondary. Lane 6, the St. Michael's School. Lane 5, Queen's College. Lane 4, Harrison College. Lane 3, St. Leonard's Boys. Lane 2, the Alexandra School. And in Lane 1, Christchurch Foundation. Fastest time coming in here was run by the boys from St. Leonard's. 47.7.21 actually. Way off the record for the event, 45.59.
I don't
record
think
held by the Law School.
I don't think Raider will know Ian is anything to do has anything to do with records. It just has to do with getting across the lane first and bragging that your team has the best relay in whichever age division. I think records know if we break the record, that's icing on the cake, but the cake is getting around the track first.
Well,
you would take records with the points, but you're more like the points.
Let's see how it goes. If I had to take a choice, rather, I think I'll take both the record and the points. St. Leonard's Boys coming in as the fastest qualifiers here. 47.21.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
So let's see what happens here.
Let's see the mom of...
Do we have the replay?
Letitia Jilks there. And in the VIP section, she always makes a donation to doing a prize to BSSAC. Let's look at the false start.
Let's take a look at that one more
Let's
time.
see it one more time, please.
Then Denmark. Quickly was Leicester Vaughan. Let's see. I didn't see.
We're gonna
a whole lot there.
I think it was a recall by the starters.
Oh, okay.
They weren't satisfied with something they saw. I saw one of the teams getting into the set position extremely slowly. So maybe they weren't satisfied with what they saw. So they just decided to pull out of it and restart. So everyone is safe. Now we're off and running. Christchurch Foundation, Alexandra School, St. Leonard's Boys, Harrison College, Queen's College, St. Michael's School, St. George, Leicester Vaughan, first handover. St. George ran that first leg very well. A little fumble with a handover, but they're motoring to the backstretch. Here comes Queen's College. Here comes Queen's College and St. George. Queen's College and St. George. St. Michael's trying to get in there as well. Good handover from St. George. Queen's College out in front. St. George trying to hold on. Here comes St. Michael's School. It's going all happening here. Queen's College final handover. Queen's College. St. George out of the mix up there on the outside, but Queen's College is out there. Here in the inside, we see the Alexander.
St. Leonard's boys.
That's St. Leonard's
That's
boys,
St. Leonard's
sorry.
boys, Perry.
St. Leonard's boys.
St. Leonard's running
St.
back
Leonard's
at them.
boys.
Oh, St. Michael on
St.
the
Michael
line.
in the second.
Oh.
Queen's College in the third. St.
Replay.
Michael into second. Queen's College into third.
Let's look at that again.
Oh my gosh. Run. Look at it there.
St. Leonard's
St.
boys.
Leonard's boys.
Running in second.
St. Leonard's boys.
Made up the ground on him.
St. Leonard's boys. Here comes
Passing
St. Michael.
St.
Closing
Michael's
and Harrison College closing as well.
Let's see
On the
as they
line.
cross the line. Oh.
St. Michael, Queen's
Michael.
College, Harrison College.
St. Michael's.
Second, third,
St.
and
Michael's
fourth.
School. Wow, 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 wow. It's all happening here at the National
My
Stadium.
gosh.
What a run there by the St. Leonard's lads. Well, in particular, the ankle leg. Because he really brought them back into contention for that first
he
place.
finished like a proverbial freight train. And he just came down. So we know down to the final set of relays in open girls, open boys. And that's where the curtain comes down on the action on the track. We have a lot of other exciting things got to happen. The naming of the Carifta team, for sure, that is one that we are all going to be keen on hearing. The naming of the Carifta team. So we're going to try to get a microphone in that press conference there with Mr. Noel Lynch so we can hear firsthand who those lucky athletes are and who those athletes who are deserving to go to represent this beautiful island of ours down in the Bahamas. Beautiful arena down there in the Bahamas. So beautiful, I believe they've gotten the World Relays for life.
So the big girls coming out now. Well, not necessarily big girls, it's open girls, but the 4x4 teams.
This one promises to be a bundle of fire, a barrel of fireworks in. It's going to be explosive. I believe in every leg of this 4x4, you're going to see some kind of explosion, some kind of firework, some exciting athlete is going to be outstanding. As I look at the teams coming out, some quality athletes from all the teams coming out here.
Springer again weakened because Tiance Waldron, she has injured her ankle.
Oh, they're going to miss her.
So they're going to miss her because she was crucial in terms of their qualifying. But she's young, only in second form. She'll recover. She has a few BSSACs left in her. I was just saying that Tiance Waldron, she has a few BSSACs left, Perry.
Oh, yeah, well, that's it too. She's still a young lady, but she's exceptional. What, how old is she again, Ian?
About 12 years old.
Oh,
she's
my
in second
gosh.
form. No more than 12.
13 probably, second.
I don't think that she has celebrated a birthday yet for 2018.
So she's going to be 13 this year. Just like Layla Haynes.
Yeah.
So exciting prospects for the future of BSSAC and the future of track and field in Barbados. Tiance for sure. Layla Haynes. We have Naya Brown, Shantae Morris. The list of future stars of BSSAC is long. Once these youngsters stay in track and field, this under 13 division is going to be exciting all the way up to under 20. And once they stay true to form and stay true to their training and stay committed to the sport. Daniel Duncan. Whoa. Can you picture Daniel Duncan in 5 years?
You probably put on some mass.
So, about another 3 feet in height.
Yep.
And that's tearing up the track in the quarter miles. And the half mile.
Oh, my.
That's a prospect. That's something we can really all wrap our heads around and look forward to. So the junior division of BSSAC showing that, hey, we are the future. We have promise. And if you work with us and you motivate us, you encourage us, we will take it in and we are going to give you the best that we have for as long as we can. And it is very heartening to see these young up and coming stars performing so credibly here.
It certainly is. So then, as the athletes set their blocks, we just look at the record for the 4x400 meters for girls, open 4x400 meter relay. Record held by Combamere. 3 minutes 48.47.